Understanding safety stock calculation with demand and lead time variability. How to calculate safety stock when both demand and lead time are variable. It's a bit technical, but don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of the key concepts and how to apply them effectively. Hey everyone, welcome back to Intelligent Supply Chain. Today, we're diving deep into a crucial topic for anyone involved in inventory management. So, let's start with the basics. When you are managing inventory, you want to ensure you have enough stock to meet demand, even when things don't go as planned. That's where safety stock comes in. It's the extra inventory you keep on hand to protect against variability in demand and lead time. Safety stock equals Z times SQRT, average lead time times sigma D squared, plus average demand squared times sigma LT squared. The formula for safety stock when both demand and lead time are variable is given by this equation. Safety stock equals Z times SQRT, average lead time times sigma D squared, plus average demand squared times sigma LT squared. Here, Z represents the Z score for your desired service level. This tells you how much safety stock you need to cover a certain percentage of demand fluctuations. For example, a Z score of 1.65 corresponds to a 95% service level. Next, we have two main components in the formula. Average lead time times sigma D squared. This part accounts for the variability in demand over fixed lead time. Average demand squared times sigma LT squared. This part deals with the variability in lead time and how it affects the total demand. Now, a common question is, why do we square the average demand in this formula, but not the average lead time? Great question. The squaring of average demand is crucial because it reflects how any variability in lead time gets amplified by the amount of demand you're dealing with. If your average demand is high, even small fluctuations in lead time can lead to significant changes in the inventory needed to meet demand. On the other hand, the lead time is treated linearly because its effect on demand variability is more straightforward, it's proportional. The longer the lead time, the more variability you are exposed to, but this relationship doesn't require squaring. So, when calculating the variance of the product of demand and lead time, we use this formula, var xy equals var x times a y squared plus var y times a x squared plus var x times var y. This formula tells us how the uncertainties in both demand and lead time combine to create overall uncertainty in the inventory required. And, as we discussed, the squared terms highlight how variability in one factor can have a disproportionate impact depending on the level of the other factor. Alright, I hope this breakdown helps you understand how to calculate safety stock when dealing with variable demand and lead time. It's a critical concept for anyone in supply chain management, and getting it right can make a huge difference in your operations. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Intelligent Supply Chain for more insights like this. And as always, leave your questions or comments below. I'd love to hear from you.